Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome back to my channel. I'm Gaming Seb and today I'm going to be showing off my Nintendo retro handheld gaming collection. Let's get right to it. So here we have the original Nintendo Game Boy released in 1989. This is a brick of a console. As you can see, it is very fat and chunky compared to newer Game Boys in this series. This Game Boy needed 4 AA batteries to run it. As you can see, there are none in there at the moment. Needed 4 AA batteries to run the console or handheld, and like I said, it was released in 1989, losing my words there, alongside games like Super Mario Land and Tetris. They were both launch titles. But as you can see, it has the dark red A and B buttons and black D-pad, and then the start and select, grey start and select at the bottom. Also the speaker is on the bottom right as well. And to turn it on, you'd press the top bit, little button there. And also there was a button for the contrast just on the side. So a lot of times people would turn the Game Boy on and they'd thought it'd be broken as there'd be no screen displayed. It'll actually just be because the contrast has been turned all the way down. And also there's a volume as well on the right. But yeah, picked this up recently. I'm very happy to get this. I got it for £30 from the market, and it's got some yellow into it, I will admit, but for £30 it's in complete condition. It's got the back and there's not too much scratches on it. The buttons are a little bit rattly, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So that's the original Nintendo Game Boy. Released several years later in 1996 is the second installment of the Game Boy, the GameBoy Pocket. Now, as you can see, do a little comparison real quick, it is quite a bit smaller than the original Game Boy, and it's also quite a bit thinner. They basically just made the whole thing a lot more slick and kind of shrunk down in size. But I really like the silver border around the screen. I think that looked quite futuristic for its time. Unfortunately, this one I'm missing the battery pack at the back of it, but it's still fully working. That's the main thing. Again, it's got the volume on the left side and contrast again on the right, and then obviously the power button on the top. But yeah, fairly decent condition. And that is the Game Boy Pocket. Third Game Boy is the Game Boy Color, released in 1998. This is the dandelion colour. It was also released in, I think, grape, berry, teal or kiwi. Not sure what that one was. And they had other ones. What ones did they have? Mine's gone completely blank, but they had a whole variety of colours. But yeah, happy to get this one. Again, it's complete. It's got the battery pack, and I got this for, I think, £20 from the market about a year and a half, 2 years ago. But yeah, this is, I remember playing this as a kid. I had the grape Game Boy Color alongside games like Pokemon Fire Red and Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. But yeah, this is a very nice condition for what it is. That's my third Game Boy. Next up, released in 2001, we have the first ever Game Boy Advance. Very different from previous Game Boys, as you can see. It kind of went with like a kind of oval side shape. And the screen was quite a bit bigger. They included shoulder buttons on the top, and as you can see, the on and off switches at the bottom, along with the volume as well. Unfortunately, I don't own the battery pack for this one either, and it is in terrible condition, but as well as the other Game Boys, it is fully working, works perfectly, and I got it for a real good price. So that is the Game Boy Advance. And last but not least, the last Game Boy that I own is the Game Boy Advance SP. Now, I've got to say, I'm not going to lie, this one is in terrible condition. As you can see, the top of it, someone has kind of painted over it and then scratched the hell out of it. But yeah, but I got this very cheap, today actually from the market for £10. And it is fully working. And also, when you have it out, it doesn't look that bad at all, especially when I put it on a shelf for display. But yeah, like I said, it's fully working. I mean, there's some scratches there, but all in all, it don't look too bad. The screen is actually immaculate. There's nothing wrong with the screen at all. Ironically, it's just the paintwork. But yeah, for £10, it's real cheap. And this was the first Game Boy ever to have a backlit light screen. So you basically didn't need to play it in the dark. You had the light shining through it. You could play it anywhere you wanted. They also released a model later on, I think 2 or 3 years after this one was released. So this come to Europe in 2003, I believe. But then they made another model where the screen was even brighter. And they go for a lot more on eBay and Amazon. If you see it anywhere, they're a lot more expensive, but the screen is so much more crisper, so much more clearer. It's definitely worth the extra money, in my opinion. But yeah, that is the Game Boy Advance SP. Now there was another one released, Game Boy Micro in 2005, just before the Nintendo DS came to Europe. I don't own that one, unfortunately, and it's very rare. If you see it now, you'll be paying about £60–70 for it. I think they released it in like a silver, green, pink, blue, I think maybe a black one as well. But yeah, it was quite a nice looking Game Boy, but unfortunately, like I said, I do not own it. But what I do have, recap real quick, the original Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, this is the platinum color by the way, and then obviously a silver Game Boy Advance SP. They all come in other colours, but these are the ones that I own, and I'm very happy with this retro handheld collection. So there we have it, that was my Game Boy collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Any requests for future videos, I've been getting a lot of them lately, I'll be more than happy to deliver them, and I really do appreciate all the comments and likes and views that you guys have been providing me with, so thank you very much. Anybody new to this channel, I'd really appreciate it if you were to like and subscribe. Like I said, I have so much more videos coming your way, and any requests, I'll try my best to deliver. I've been Game and Seb, you guys have been brilliant, thank you very much for watching, goodbye.